Good morning. Today we will discuss the third bullet of the unit computer networks. So in this bullet, as you can see, these are the topics that are prescribed in the syllabus: twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, optical fiber, infrared, radio waves, microwaves, and satellite waves. Okay. So let me first explain what is twisted pair cable. One more thing, all this comes under the guided medium. As you already know, transmission takes place in two ways, guided as well as in the unguided way. Okay, all this means twisted pair, coaxial, fiber optics, these are all guided media. The signals, infrared signals, radio signals, satellite signals, microwave signals, all these are unguided ones. Okay, the wire format, the cable format are the guided ones, guided media, and the signal formats, okay, these last four are the unguided one. In twisted pair cables, what happens? Cables are there. Inside that, copper wires are used. Copper wires are used in order to, that electromagnetic waves who carries the data will travel. Electromagnetic waves are carrying data, and electromagnetic waves will carry in this copper waves. Okay, these copper wires are used in order to travel those data, and this data are in the form of electromagnetic waves. All right. So in twisted pair cables, copper wire is used. Okay, and as they are carrying the electromagnetic spectrum, as they okay, one more term you got just now, electromagnetic spectrum, that you will get in physics also. Infrared, microwaves, radio waves, satellite waves. Okay, all this comes under the EM spectrum. EM spectrum के अंदर चारों का समावेश है. Alright. So these twisted pair cables, copper wires carries those electromagnetic spectrum. Okay. So and what happens when they carry simultaneously 2, 3, 4, 5 copper wires are placed together inside one tube. Then they are developed crosstalks. Okay. In order to reduce the crosstalks, they are made in the form of twist. Those wires, those copper wires are twisted so that crosstalks gets reduced and the data can travel efficiently. Then that is all about twisted pair cable. When all these are asked in the exams about these cables, you keep it in mind. You have to write in this way. डेफिनेशन लिखना है, 2 मार्क्स का आता है, एग्जाम में पूछा जाता है. तो 2 मार्क्स के लिए क्या क्या लिखना होता है? डेफिनेशन लिखना होता है, एडवांटेजेस प्लस मीन्स एडवांटेजेस, माइनस मीन्स डिसएडवांटेजेस. इतना ही सफिशिएंट होता है, एंड इट विल नॉट कम बियॉन्ड 2 मार्क्स. ओके, 2 मार्क्स का ही आएगा. इवन 3 मार्क्स का भी आने से तब भी चलेगा. 1 मार्क्स डेफिनेशन का हुआ, 1 मार्क्स एडवांटेजेस का हुआ, 1 मार्क्स डिसएडवांटेजेस का हुआ. ऑलराइट. देन so what are the classes of twisted pair cables? It is easy to install, okay, and it is cheap, expensive नहीं होता है, easy to install होता है. These are the classes. And disadvantages है कि you cannot use these cables for long distance communication. Okay, अभी there are two devices are communicating from India to USA, so you cannot put the cables, okay, underground cables हो, जो भी हो, physical cables तो इंडिया से यूएसए तक तो cables से join नहीं कर सकते ना हर एक machines को. That's why these are the disadvantages that twisted pair cables cannot be used for long distance communications. Next, coaxial cables. Coaxial cables में क्या होता है? Coaxial cables में so that normal इसका जैसे ही है, okay, twisted pair cable जैसा ही है. Inside there are wires that will be allowing those EM signals to travel within them. Okay, and there is a braided mesh. Braided mesh is used in order to reduce crosstalks, and then the outer layer is insulated. The outer cover is insulated. All right. So this is about coaxial cable. So it has some advantages over twisted pair cables. What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages? We will know. And one more thing, you can even draw figures also. Okay, डेफिनेशन प्लस माइनस एडवांटेजेस डिसएडवांटेजेस हो गया, साथ में if you want you can give proper figure also. So in this PDF I will provide you the PDF notes of all this of this computer networks units. In that PDF you will be getting the proper diagram also, so you can draw the diagram also if required. Depending upon the marks you can do that diagram. So here communication is better than the twisted pair cables, but it is bit expensive. Okay, next comes to optical fiber. What happens in optical fiber? Optical fiber, so one more thing, example. अभी ये वाला it is used nowadays in our 4G communication. ये हो गया आपका example बोल सकते हैं. 4G communication nowadays, all of you are using 4G networks. In those 4G networks, fiber optics are mainly used. So optical fiber is the other name of fiber optics. Okay, so here that data travel in the form of light. Fiber optics are there, that is glass. The cable here is made up of 5 fiber glass. Okay, and data travels inside it in the form of light. Okay, that is visible light. Here the data is nothing but the visible light, and the communication gets faster in fiber optics. 4G का प्लस जो है वही लिख देना है. Communication is faster in fiber optics and it is a bit expensive. Disadvantage हो गया कि expensive है थोड़ा. All this you will get to in the physics also. एक जगह पे पढ़ने से ही चल जाएगा. If you learn those in computer science, the same you can write in physics, and if you are learning in as per physics, those you can also write in computer science also. कुछ अलग नहीं है. Infrared. Now what is infrared? Infrareds are unguided media. यहाँ से unguided media शुरू हुआ. Infrared are used, जैसे कि इसका एग्जांपल हो गया our TV remote. So what you do, you are using the remote in order to change the channels and all. So infrareds are the radio signals actually, okay, of short range. They work only inside a room. They cannot penetrate walls. Pluses, advantages. Okay, here the signals are of very short range. Definition. Example, it is used in TV remote. Pluses क्या है? It can be used in a short range effectively. Okay, and negative क्या है? You cannot penetrate walls. Say you are in this side and your TV is in the other side of the wall. Then you are using the remote, and the remote is further using the infrared in order to change the channels and all, but those rays, those infrared rays cannot penetrate a wall or a solid object. Okay, so as a solid, if you stay in front of the remote, you don't want the person to change the settings, okay, change the channels, then what you do, you ब्रदर सिस्टर्स आपस में लड़ाई करते वक्त कैसे करते हैं, खड़े हो जाते हैं रिमोट के सामने, तब रिमोट से और टीवी का सेंसर के सामने खड़ा हो जाता है, तब you cannot change the channels. So these are about infrared. Radio waves. Okay, these are radio signals. What the radio broadcaster do? They broadcast the signals. So they are of certain high frequency. They can travel to a large extent, large area, but there have some disadvantages also. Plus तो हो गया, large area it can travel. Disadvantages क्या है? Little bit unsecure है. Means you have to broadcast here. Everyone will listen. कोई private message इससे डाल नहीं सकते. It will be heard to everyone who are tuning their devices as per this. They are matching FM, AM, FM, amplitude modulation, frequency modulation. Those devices, they are modulating their device amplitude as per the amplitude sent by the radio broadcaster. They can listen, or they are modifying their device. Device मतलब क्या? फोन का रेडियो हुआ, गाड़ी का रेडियो हुआ. They are tuning their device frequency as per the frequency sent by the broadcaster's signal. Then they can hear it. Okay, so private messages can't be sent here. Then come microwaves and satellite links. तो थोड़ा ज़्यादा फ्रीक्वेंसी होता है रेडियो वेव्स का तुलना में, इतना ही है माइक्रोवेव्स. and you will get in detail in the PDF. इतना hard कुछ नहीं है. If you read it, you can easily go through it, and you will be able to understand. Satellite links are used. Okay, well, I am again saying microwaves. Here, the signals travel in the form of line of sight. जितना तक दूर तक दिख रहा है, okay. So here towers are used. Towers line of sights are there, so they will travel along the line of sight. So how it is different from satellite communication? Satellite communications are used in order to make the data travel, or in order to make the data travel and cover large area, okay, large geographical areas. Then you will be using satellite communications. And one more thing, how they are different. Here they can only travel up to the line of sight. Here they can travel up to the through the line of sight, but obstacles, like they cover large physical area, large geographical area, but obstacles can come in between the line of sight. So mountains are there, so those mountains cannot affect the flow of those signals in the line of sight. Line of sight में mountains आ गया, hills आ गया, जो भी आ गया, they will not be affecting it. Okay, that much. So these were all about the third bullet of our unit, computer networks. Thank you for watching.